Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Firebug to remove extra unwanted spaces. The space that we are talking about is the space here in the header area, which is above the navigation module, and the space which is above this text here, and the space which is below this text. So I already have installed Firebug, and I'm going to bring it up by pressing F12, and we just have to click on this inspect element button and take the mouse over. As you move your mouse over, you can see different areas getting highlighted. So I'm just gonna click here because this looks like it's gonna cover the entire module. Okay, so now here we can see in the HTML section that this is the builder module 1. This is the first module, and when I place my mouse over on this particular div, we can see purple color horizontal bars at the top and bottom. In Firebug, purple indicates padding and yellow indicates margin. So in this case, we can see that there's a padding at the top and bottom of this module, and if we take a look at the right side and scroll a little bit, here we can see that there's a padding of 20 pixels which is being applied at the top and bottom to all the modules, to all the builder modules. So that's the reason for one of the reasons for the extra space here. So if we can edit CSS and set that make padding 0 for all the builder modules, but that's gonna that's going to make stuff not look pretty for other cases. So I'm going to leave this top and bottom padding for all the builder modules as it is, and then I'm going to remove that for the modules of my choice. So in this case, this is the first module, and we can refer this in CSS as dot builder module image 1 dot, because this is the class. It has got so many classes, and one of them happens to be builder module 1. So we can always refer to the first module in all the layouts, that is throughout the site, by builder module 1 dot builder module 1. Or we can also refer this particular div using its ID. So that would be hash and then builder module hyphen this entire number. Now, since I'm assuming that since this is the header portion, it's going to remain the same throughout the site for all the modules. So I'm just going to refer this as builder module 1. So now I click on the CSS tab and I go here and then I select style CSS of the child theme. You can see that this is the child theme. I select that and I click on edit, and I'm going to just place a small comment like that, which is not required of course, and I'm going to say builder module 1. Notice that I've placed a dot here because builder module 1 is one of the classes for the div that we want to set the top and bottom padding to 0. Actually, let's not set the top padding to 0 because that's gonna really make the, you can see what happens if we do. Okay, so nothing happened. That is because when you go to HTML and then here, if you go to the, you can see that important has been used. So this is going to take precedence over what I've set here. So I just need to put exclamation and important. So that's gonna remove the top padding for the topmost module, but that is not what we want because it looks really cramped. So I'm gonna make this padding at the bottom. So that got rid of the extra space over there. Now there is still some extra space which we can get rid of. So let's just inspect this space using the Firebug. So I'm going to click on the inspect element button, and take my mouse over on this area and click, and now we can see that this div is the actual widget itself. It has this ID and it has the class of widget, and we can see that there's a purple color going all around the widget, which indicates that that is the padding. So if I scroll up in the right side, we can see, yep, here, builder module sidebar widget, padding of 1.5 em. So we can get rid of this padding at least at the top and bottom, and let's see how it works. Now we can refer this particular div using its ID text57 simply, or since this is the widget which is in the topmost module, I can also refer this to as dot builder module 1 space dot widget. This is going to target all the widgets which is inside the first module, and since the first module currently has only one widget, it's gonna apply that to this particular widget. So I'm gonna go to CSS and ensure that style CSS of the child theme is active. I'm gonna edit that, and I'm going to write, okay, so dot builder module 1 and dot widget. This is going to target all the widgets which is inside the first module, and we can say padding at the top 0. So we can see in this area that space has gone away, and padding at the bottom also as 0. That doesn't look really good because there's very little space here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this, and I'm going to say padding top is 0, right side is 0, bottom let's say 1 em, and left side is 0. Okay, so this is top, right, bottom, left. So we've just given 1 em of padding at the bottom. That looks okay. If we still would like to get lessen this, we can say maybe make this 0.5 em or something, or let's say 0.7. Okay, I guess that's fine. So now let's move on to the next section, which is to get rid of the space here. So I'm going to click on the inspect element button, and then I take my mouse over on this portion, and then I'm going to click. So when I move my mouse here on the div, we can see that this particular div has the padding at the top, which is creating that extra space. So we can get rid of this by saying text58. Now I can actually refer this to as dot builder module 3 and dot widget, but then I do not think that this is constant across all the layouts. So this might not be the third module in other layouts. So it's better to target this using the ID. So I've just copied that ID. I'm gonna click on the edit, and since it's an ID, I'm gonna prepend the selector with a hash and then paste the ID like so. And we want the padding at the top to be 0. So that gets rid of the extra space over there. I think it looks fine the way it is now. Now there's a lot of space here, so let's just make padding at the bottom 0 and see what happens. Yep, the padding has come down, the space has come down a little bit, but still there is extra space. So let's inspect that region again. So let's say I click here. Yeah, so this is for the div. The div itself has the top and bottom padding, and that, as we discussed earlier, is coming from the dot builder module. The padding has been set to all the modules. So for this specific module, I would just need to set the bottom padding as 0. So go to CSS, click on source, edit, And then since this is the ID, I'm gonna put the hash and then paste the ID, and then I'm gonna say padding at the bottom 0. Again, this did not do anything because the one which is overriding this has important, and so we need to put important as well here to trump that. Okay, that got rid of it, and let's see. Okay, now if I go to the next module, yep. So the module which is below the one that we just did also has the top padding of 20 pixels, and so let's get rid of that. So I'm gonna copy that ID, go to source edit, put that like so, and say padding at the top 0, and I'm gonna put the important. Okay, so let's go to HTML. Yep. Let me close Firebug. So I think it looks fine now. So what is left to be done is to go to CSS tab here, switch, select style CSS of the child theme again, edit the source, and copy all the CSS code which we have just written, and go to appearance editor of the website after logging in as admin, and then ensure that style CSS of the child theme is selected. Usually that will be the default, and then go all the way to the end of that file and paste these CSS style rules. Okay, hope you found this video helpful. Thank you. Bye bye.